As you may know, our months of the year aren't just named 1, 2 or 3 like in other languages, but they're actually named after gods, much like the days of our week and the planets in our solar system. January is named after Janus, the Roman god of new beginnings, and March is of course named after the god Mars, the god of war. And June is named after the goddess Juno, the goddess of youth and protection. Juno was one of the public deities of Rome, and she originated from the Latins of Italy. The Romans adopted her because her powers of fertility made her vital to the growth and protection of the Roman state. Her name comes from the root word young, and goes back to the idea of vital energy and fertility. This association with youth, vitality and fertility made Juno a fitting namesake for a month that in many cultures marks the transition from spring to summer, a time of growth and abundance. The name June has historically been given to girls in the month of June as a way of honouring the god Juno. Juno was equated with Hera, the queen of the gods in Greek mythology, highlighting her status and power within the Roman pantheon. As a goddess of love and marriage, Juno was central to the personal lives of individuals, presiding over marriage ceremonies and protecting marital homes. Her role in these aspects of life made her a beloved figure among the Roman people. Born to Saturn and Ops, Juno was part of a powerful heritage. She was the sister and wife of Jupiter, the king of the gods, and their union was considered sacred. Juno was the mother of Mars, the god of war, Vulcan, the god of fire and forge, Bellona, the goddess of war, Lucina, the goddess of childbirth, and Juventus, the goddess of youth. Juno's sacred animal was the peacock, a bird known for its majesty and beauty. Juno was also said to watch over the women of Rome, safeguarding them and offering them her protection. This further endeared her to the Roman people and solidified her place in their daily lives. As the patron goddess of Rome and the Roman Empire, she was also known as Regina, which means queen. She was a member of the Capitoline Triad, a group of 3 supreme deities in Roman religion that also included Jupiter and Minerva, placing her at the heart of Roman religious practices. Juno was often depicted in art as a majestic figure. She was shown armed, signifying her strength and courage, and wearing a goatskin cloak, a symbol of protection and power. Her statues portrayed her as a standing matron of statuesque proportions and severe beauty, a testament to her regality and majesty. Her significant festivals were the Matronalia on March 1st and the Nonne Caprotine on July 7th, both of which were grand celebrations in her honour. Matronalia was dedicated to Juno Lucina, the goddess of childbirth and motherhood. On this day, women would participate in rituals at the temple. They wore their hair loose and were not allowed to wear belts or to knot their clothing in any place. Women received gifts from their husbands and daughters, and Roman husbands were expected to offer prayers for their wives. Women were also expected to prepare a meal for the household slaves, who were given the day off work. Nonne Caprotine was celebrated on July 7th, in favour of the female slaves. During this solemnity, they ran about beating themselves with their fists and with rods. None but women assisted in the sacrifices offered at this feast. According to one tradition, it commemorates a Roman victory by Camillus over the Latins. A Roman serving maid or slave dressed as a noblewoman and surrendered herself to the Latins as hostage. That night, she climbed a wild fig tree and gave the Romans a torchlight signal to attack. Juno was also known as Juno Sospita, the saviour. In this role, she was invoked for protection and guidance in times of crisis. She was also known as Juno Caprotina, associated with goats and fertility. This association underscored her role as a mother figure and a goddess of abundance and prosperity. Her many roles and titles reflect the multifaceted nature of her divinity and the wide-ranging influence she had in Roman life. In conclusion, the naming of June after Juno is a testament to her multifaceted divinity and the wide-ranging influence she had on Roman life. It reflects the respect and reverence the Romans had for Juno, recognising her as a symbol of youth, vitality and protection.